Hello, welcome. Please subscribe. Today we talk about something very deep. Eventually, I might have asked myself, when will I die? One thing is sure. As far as I know, death is not avoidable. That's a bummer. Although there are people out there, those would love to disagree. All of us have been there. When we were kids or very young adults, we felt like we could live forever. No worries, no fear of dying. As one grows older, first there is the gathering of material possessions. Then suddenly we have feelings of love that even might cause us to get into relationships that we would like to keep till the end of times. Some even have kids. And before we know it, we are scared for the well-being of our loved ones. We might be ready to give our life away if only our loved ones are safe. But we also cling to it, thinking that our loved ones need us to survive. Death becomes the center point of our fears and worries. We would never admit it openly, but it is hiding in the back of our mind. Talking about it is so scary, we rarely bring it to the surface. It takes courage and a loving environment to be able to talk about it. Some fight the cruel reality of our fragile situation with material weapons. We love to pay huge amounts of money to those insurance companies that promise us safety and happiness under any circumstances. As many have found out, this can be quite efficient, but at times hugely disappointing. Those companies selling the insurance have clever tools to find ways and calculate the risk according to statistics. Other desperate humans start to take self-deprecating actions, willing to sacrifice with food restrictions, vigorous sport activities, or ingesting all kinds of supplements to avoid the time of death as much as possible. Another option is to stick your head in the sand, using drugs, searching for as many pleasures as possible to drown your worries. Living fast and furious. Very few cover their desperation with fame and riches, with the underlying desire to be loved by as many people as possible. All these activities distract the mind from facing the fear of death. But we know, deep down, we are aware of our mortality. The question remains, when will it happen? This question that can be answered easily if you have the answer to the following. When will you be born again? This is a rhetorical question with deep meaning. Thinking about it, you might state that you were not able to predict your birth. The same is true for your death. Only very few beings wandering the face of the earth have the ability to remember their past lives. Some even know when they will die. I heard a couple of stories from people who were aware of their death coming. They prepared everything to make sure the loved ones did not have to deal with sudden problems. Here might be some news for you. Sages from many religions and different times have taught us that in reality we have a soul contract. We agree to our date of birth and death before coming into this human form from the spirit world. If this is something new to you, or you have a hard time believing such outrageous statements, please search on the internet for near-death experiences and hear it from those who experienced a blink onto the other side firsthand. Although I wonder, why would you want to know? Is there maybe the idea that by knowing your day of death, you can be free and do whatever brings the greatest pleasures? Or maybe you are suffering and want to know how much longer you have to live in pain. You have free will. Suicide is an option. Predicting your death by deciding, Thursday I will kill myself. This would be the worst idea you can ever have from a spiritual standpoint. You came into this life for your spiritual advancement. It is useless to skip class when the rules are that you have to repeat eternally if you do not learn the lesson. Besides that, you promised to help others learning their spiritual lessons too. When we reincarnate, we do so in coordination with other beings who help us to have exactly those experiences we asked for. Remember, those other humans who are around you came here to play the essential roles for you to have the experiences needed for your spiritual development. It does not matter if they do that as your mother, your child, your enemy, or your friend. It was all orchestrated by divine grace. If you understand any of this, you might already have a certain age or are an experienced soul. In case you can feel that these statements are true, it is because you remember. If you do not understand any of this, it is remarkable anyway that you are still listening. Take it as a sign that you are starting to remember your true self. That you found this audio might be a message from your higher self to further investigate. So please, enjoy the life that is given to you. It is exactly what you have asked for. The best you can do is be present. This show was made for you. It is not real, but it was made in a way that seems extremely real, so you can learn from it. All the suffering, the obstacles, the pleasures and the love you experience in this life will be crowned by the day your human construction dissolves. That is when you come back home, the place where unconditional love awaits you. Just in case you would like to have a taste of it already, right now in your lifetime, practice unconditional love with yourself and those beings around you. Accept and surrender to what is. The shape of everything is built to serve you. Embrace it. It is exactly what you need, even if it is not at all what you want. Trust in the divine source to guide you along the way. And if you are desperate for help, ask. Remember, you are never alone. You are an eternal being. You are loved. You are worthy. Your life is of utmost importance. Go, live now.